Don't be mad, Redskins fans. What's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Broshmo. Just in case you did not know, so I continue this series of, hey, here's your team. Let's see how they're going to do next year. Next, we got the Washington Redskins, but before that, give me a subscription. Not to men's health and fitness. I know I'm getting a little out of shape, but I will be back in the gym. No, become a bro. Subscribe if you enjoy the content. Leave a thumbs up. That really matters. Please do it. Let's go ahead. Let's get in. Let's talk Washington Redskins. Hey, you're in a rebuild. Don't be mad if your team isn't going to be doing well or if other people are projecting them to not do well. Because honestly, there's a lot to like about the Redskins if we're going to be honest. But let's talk the Redskin offense. Case Keenum's probably going to be your starter. You don't want to rush Dwayne Haskins into that role. He'll be playing sooner rather than later. But, I mean, there's not a lot of talent right now on offense. If we're being honest, Jordan Reed, tight end, probably your best pass catcher, always banged up. I mean, you got Vernon Davis there, who's a nice, reliable backup, but still another guy, another veteran. Honestly, I only listed Paul Richardson and Josh Doxson here because, these are likely the starters. But if we're being honest, what Jay Gruden really wants to happen here is we get Terry McLaurin and Kelvin Harmon playing on the outsides here. Harmon, especially, he could be a really good possession receiver, especially for a young Dwayne Haskins who would like to get the ball out as quick as possible because he graded out with phenomenally in a clean pocket. But I like Terry McLaurin. He was one of my favorite receivers in the draft. I think they did well. So getting those guys up to speed, and the sooner you get them out there and playing, the better. I didn't list a slot here because let's be honest, Chris Thompson, if healthy, probably will garner a majority of the snaps. But I know the Redskins really like Trey Quinn, I believe. Yeah, Trey Quinn playing the slot there. So be on the look for that. You got Bryce Love, who you drafted out of Stanford this year. He's hurt. He's banged up. He's recovering. He's likely a replacement, though, for Chris Thompson. And let's be honest. I know they signed Adrian Peterson to a 2-year deal, but Darius Geis, he should be your guy. I mean, they were raving about him last year. If he's healthy, you let him go. You put him out there, and you're like, run, guys, run. Let's talk about the offensive line now, though. Trent Williams. I don't know how long Trent Williams is going to be here in Washington after the news that came out that he got misdiagnosed with something in his leg where they went in and did surgery to remove it. Found out that wasn't even the problem. So it looks like there might be a bittersweet end there in Washington for Trent Williams. And Morgan Moses, while who he has played well, is declining. Brandon Sheriff, very, very reliable guard there. And honestly, the offensive line doesn't look too bad with Wes Martin and Chase Rollier. But, I mean, behind them, there's not much of anything. Especially if you lose Trent Williams. Who are you going to put in place of him? Eric Flowers? You joking? No, so honestly, if Williams is not there, this could be trouble. You don't want to put a new young quarterback behind a shaky, rocky offensive line. What happened to David Carr? He got hit so many times and so hard, he was afraid to even touch the ball. He couldn't even play quarterback competently. He didn't even have a fighting chance there in Houston. Don't let that be Dwayne Haskins. I'm not saying it's the same thing, same situation. It's just you want to put these guys in situations to succeed and build their confidence. I think they did well though with the draft this year, but this offense won't be up to snuff just yet. So hold your horses. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the defense here. And honestly, the defense looks a lot better than I think it really is. I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, and Matt. I'm not going to try to pronounce that last name. You're a stud, though. I mean, these guys, they were frightening last year. It was a very physically imposing defensive front. And then with Ryan Kerrigan there playing on the edge, woo, man. These guys are dangerous up front. I didn't list Montez Sweat here because I don't think he's going to get... he's going to see the field. Probably on passing downs, but they'll bring him along slowly. Especially with Ryan Kerrigan still there. Like he'll be there on early downs in some cases, but I don't expect him to get a huge amount of snaps. Not over Mason Foster and a guy they really liked last year who played really well, especially in coverage. Shane Dion Hamilton, he was a rookie last year, I believe, out of Alabama. Played extremely well. Now, the secondary, again, leaves a lot to be desired. Landon Collins, that's phenomenal. You paid the man a lot of money to be a box safety. Just saying. Hey, he's going to play an extremely pivotal part there in the offense. It's just as far as in coverage, again, a lot to be desired. Josh Norman in the waning years of his career, but he's still playing well. Fabian Moreau, when are you going to come out, you know? I want to see better play there, especially with the nickel, which could be a rotation of any three people, because you got Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie in the mix here. I put Quinton Dunbar because honestly I think he's the better player. I'd like to see Jimmy Moreland, my boy, out of James Madison, get a little playing time because I think he'd be great there in the slot. But again, the defense, they can get beat over the top. So really, I mean, you got Fabian Moreau. It's really a make or break season for him. Monte Nicholson, he's okay. But you gotta just understand, Redskins fans, this is a rebuilding year. You're probably 2 seasons away from the playoffs. I wouldn't even think playoffs yet. So will Snyder give Jay Gruden that much time? We'll see. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the schedule, because the schedule doesn't get any better here. Because I mean, you're gonna have to face the Cowboys and the Eagles twice a year. It's gonna be tough, and you're probably on par with the Giants right now at this point. But you gotta face New England. Oh, and an up-and-coming San Francisco team is terrifying. The Packers, the Vikings, I think will be better from last year. The Bears. It's a very tough schedule. You gotta face Carolina away, and Carolina's no slouch. So calm yourself. Kamite. I mean, if we're being honest, like, I think it'd be a miracle if this Redskin team was able to win 5 games. I'm not saying they're not going to be competitive. They will be competitive. It's just going to be, that's a tough 5 games. I have them currently projected to go 2-14. They're going to get that number 1 pick. What they use it on? A receiver? Pass rusher? I don't know. An offensive lineman? But, hey, get that number 1 pick, man. Good on you. You could get some talented. You can actually infuse talent on that offensive line. You could get a bona fide blue chip prospect. But that's just what I think it is. It is what it is. If you don't think so, then let me know why in the comments. But until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Y'all be easy, my friends. Peace.